The experiment was amazing. We learned a lot of stuff, a lot of valuable information. We learned to not drink cold drinks every day because that has a lot of sugar. We also learned how to identify a reducing sugar and a non-reducing sugar. At the beginning of the class, we had to follow some safety precautions like wearing aprons, gloves, and goggles for our safety. After following the safety precautions, we filled up a beaker with tap water and we put some Bendic solution into a test tube. The Bendic solution was blue in color, and then after that we put glucose, a sugar, into the beaker, and then we mixed it until it was fully mixed. And then we put Bendic solution into the glucose solution, and then we put it into a test tube. After that, we heated it up with a Bunsen burner, and to our surprise, we found it changing color from blue to red. First it started changing color to yellow, and then orange, and then slowly to red. This proved that glucose was present in the solution because glucose is a reducing sugar, so it'll change color when it's heated with Bendic solution. To prove this, we also did it with regular table sugar, I mean. We did the same process. We also heated it up with Bendic solution, but it didn't change in color at all. It was still blue. This showed that no glucose was present, and the sugar that was present is not a reducing sugar, so it won't change color. After this experiment, we did another experiment with a refractometer, which was very cool. We tested how much sugar there is in a cold drinks bottle. We first neutralized the refractometer by putting water into it, and we put the scale to 0. After that, we took some drops of the cold drink and we placed it on the refractometer. We found out that there are 10 grams of sugar in 100 grams of the cold drink. So we found out in total there's 20 grams of sugar in the total bottle of the cold drinks. We put some regular table sugar into a weight scale, and 20 grams of sugar was a lot. That just shows that how much sugar that we drink in like less than 10 minutes. We did the same thing on an apple. We squeezed the apple on the refractometer, and then we looked in the refractometer, but surprisingly we found out that it was higher than what we found for the cold drinks bottle to be. It was 11. So we were pretty shocked by this. We thought that one apple had 11 grams of sugar, which was definitely not correct. We then found out that 100 grams of apples has 11 grams of sugar, while only one apple probably weighs 5 grams or 6 grams. So we divided that and we found out that one apple has only like 2 grams of sugar and 3 grams at most. So this miscalculation was fun because when we experiment, we learn from our mistakes. But once we actually did the experiments, we learned it a lot much better and much more simpler. I thought it was going to be very complicated, but it was actually very simple. I think that we should do more visual experiments for visual learners because everyone learns a different way. For us, we learned it visually, so I think we should do experiments like this in the future as well.